Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third installment of Ignite Your Brand Virtual. We're glad to have you with us. Wish we could see your faces, but at least we can connect through our virtual event here today. So thank you for that. So today's event is all about meetings, conferences, and events for 2021 and how we can help you with that and what kind of promotional products can be a help to you to make those events successful. And of course, as part of our discussion today, it's going to be what do those conferences and events and trade shows look like? You know, we started out this year thinking we were going to have about a half a dozen or more of these kinds of events, but live all across the country. And of course, with the pandemic, that changed everything. And so we pivoted to do these virtual events, and we've been really, really happy with the way they've come off. We've had two previous to this one. If you haven't had a chance to see them, you can go to our YouTube channel at Ignite Your Brand, Safeguard Ignite Your Brand, and you can watch those previous events. But today, it's all about ideas for meetings, conferences, and trade shows, and we've got a really great lineup of presenters for you today. My name is Kevin Dorella. I'm the Executive Director for Safeguard and Deluxe, and I am delighted to be your host today, kind of to keep things moving along. Couple of housekeeping items before we get started. Each of our presenters are suppliers for Safeguard and Deluxe, and they'll have about 10 to 12 minutes to kind of take us through what they see happening in this area right now and what kind of products and thoughts and ideas that they can share with you that'll be helpful. For you guys out there, for all of our attendees, if you have questions for any of our presenters, we do have a chat feature or Q&A feature. It should be a little box in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Feel free to ask any questions you like during the presentations, after the presentations, and we'll be happy to get answers for you on that. Now, the other thing is that you may have received from your Safeguard or Deluxe representative what we called an interest form, sort of a sheet of paper that allows you to kind of keep track of some of the items that you might have an interest in learning more about after the event. Feel free to fill that out, and at the end of the event, we want you to get that into your sales rep sometime today, and that will allow you to be entered into a drawing for one of 4 door prizes that we're going to present today. And each of our presenters will let us know what those door prizes are going to be, but they'll be great, I assure you of that. So don't forget to do that. If you don't have one of the forms, that's okay. Just fill out an email, send an email to your rep and say, I've got an opportunity I'd like to work with you on. I've got some products I'm interested in, and that'll get you entered into the drawing as well. So we look forward to that. So speaking of winners, let me just give everybody a quick rundown of our winners from last week's door prizes. And hopefully you're all out there today and you'll hear us applauding you as we announce your names. So our first winner was Kelly Devine from Comcast. And then we had Amy Henry from Proconex. We had Linda Witchcord from CP&P and Stephanie Gartner from Arnoff Moving and Storage. Congratulations to all of you. If you're out there today, you can still win another door prize today if you get those forms in or your emails into your sales reps with opportunities or projects you want them to work on. All right, so enough of me here. You want to hear from the presenters, so we're going to get things started. Our first presenter is Vaughn Hensley. He's the key account manager for iClick. He lives in Seattle, and I bet it's raining there today, Vaughn, unfortunately. I'm from sunny Florida, so I have sort of the exact opposite weather as you. But anyway, welcome, Vaughn. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for that introduction. You're not wrong. It is definitely a rainy day here in Seattle, but we're used to it this time of year, so it's not going to bother me too much. As you can see, I got my summery shirt on to kind of change the vibe here for me. So what we're going to go ahead and do is, looking into next year, we do see conferences, events, and other things taking place in a few different ways. As you guys have seen this year, we've really seen a lot of virtual events. And because of that, we have a few different items that I think are going to work really great for virtual events if you're doing conferences like this, Zoom meetings and whatnot. Right off the bat, I have this item called our QI Stand. This is an awesome item because this is going to offer you the ability to place this on your desk, have a large imprint area for any kind of logos, but you're able to use it during conferences so that you can keep your phone up, keep it charged the entire time, as well as whether you're shifting between checking your phone's emails, checking the call that you're on via a conference or anything like that. In today's day and age, we all know that we're definitely on our phones a lot more, so having it easily available, upright, and charged is going to be a really useful thing when you're in any kind of meeting, any kind of conference, or any kind of event that you're looking for. Something that we also see, and especially because at this time, especially with an event like this, we're using different kind of headsets, trying to contact each other in different kind of ways and whatnot. So what we've found have been really popular for us, especially moving forward in the next year, are going to be our BluePods. These are going to be wireless headphones that are great because they are Bluetooth and they connect to your computer, your phone, anything you may need. And because of that, they do have the full capabilities for you to have any kind of conference call, any kind of meeting using these. They are going to be rechargeable as well. So these are really great to be able to get these out to people for gifts and whatnot, for people, as well as they're going to be useful for any kind of meetings moving forward, just because you have the ability to use your full Bluetooth capabilities of your phone as well as your laptop. So you're not going to find any kind of lag. They're going to work very comparable to what you see with Apple AirPods, and they're going to come in at a nice affordable price for you so that they're easily available, able to get out in low quantities as well, because we can do basically one-piece minimums on these ones. So we can get these out fairly easily, even if you have a low quantity that you need to get out to different clients and whatnot. In that same vein, we do have a couple of other wireless chargers that we do think are going to be really big, because wireless chargers, especially with everyone being at home, everyone doing these virtual events, they really want to go into these. This is our QI Disc Wheatgrass. I like this one because it's a nice low-cost item. These have a huge imprint area for them, but they're also going to be made out of a wheat straw material. So they are actually sustainably made, as opposed to the plastics that you see in a lot of the other items. These are going to be a fully recyclable item. So for a low cost, these are really cool and able to go into 2021. And then finally, I have this wireless charger that is our QI Bevel. I like this one because it is a very high-end feeling with this nice metal bottom, large imprint area. It's going to offer that great desktop item for everyone being at home, needing to be at home for the different meetings that they need to do at their desk, as well as it's going to be able to let you keep your phone charged easily. It is a 10-watt charger, so it is going to have that fast charging capability that we're seeing a lot of those phones picking up as we're moving forward. In that kind of just shift from that, while we see a lot of meetings going virtually, especially for the beginning of the half of the year, as we get toward the end of the year, we do expect to see a lot more people meeting in person and events possibly coming together, whether they're going to be small or whatnot. So what we kind of had is, in terms of, as you've seen probably lots of PPE kind of gear and whatnot throughout this year, we have some items that are kind of comparable to that, but not necessarily that same PPE vein, more as a usage item for in-person meetings and events. Right off the bat, I have these BB Snaps. These are going to be mask holders that they come in sets of 2. I actually have one on a device that I'll show you in a second. The cool thing about these is that they allow you for in-person meetings. If you're going to be wearing a mask for a long period of time, wear any kind of hat, wear any kind of headband, you can actually take this device and pop it through here and hook it up to any kind of fabric you need without putting a hole in it. I have it right here on a hat, for example. Got to rep my Seattle Mariners as well as my Seahawks, as you see here. But here on the hat, you can see if for people that have been wearing them for long periods of time, if you end up in a long meeting, a trade show, or something of the sort that we do end up having next year, these are great because you can hook this mask up to your hat on both sides and still wear it without having any kind of issue in terms of bothering your ears, as well as I can still pop this off my hat and you're not going to see any kind of residue, any kind of marks or anything like that. So it's really great to be able to allow people to wear their masks for longer periods of time, not be bothered by them, not spend all day fidgeting with them, because especially if we're meeting in person, the last thing you want to do is be fidgeting with your mask the entire time when you might be touching each other, anything like that, passing papers along or anything of the sort. So we really do see those kind of be really effective coming into this next year. Another kind of vein of item that we think is going to be really big for trade shows, events, anything that happens in person, whether it's an in-person meeting too, are UV cleaning items. We have a few different UV light cleaning items that, if you're familiar with the process, they do kill up to 99.9% of germs in up to 2 minutes. So it's something that in any kind of situation where you're actually going to be meeting people, seeing them live, I think this is a great item. We have a few different kinds that I'm going to go into. My first one is my UV Clean Micro. This one is awesome because it is going to be the most portable one that we have. It is going to be something that it actually plugs directly into your phone for battery. The cool thing is that this cord is going to be a cord that works for both iPhones and Androids. If you see that the prongs on this side, with this side up, it'll work on an Android. With this side up, it'll work on an iPhone. And I can show you an example really quick right here, as when I plug it into my phone, you'll see the UV light is on, and now I can shine this over any kind of surface for about 30 seconds to a minute and get a nice 99.9% germs cleaned off of that. And then to show the other side, if I flip it over and plug it in, it actually won't work. So it's able to work with any kind of phone though. So you really don't have to limit who you're giving this to, because in today's day and age, we know that everyone has all different kinds of phones. So this is a really cool item in terms of letting you be able to feel safer, especially if you're going into a situation, whether it's a door handle or anything of the sort. Maybe it's a pin pad, maybe it's just a paper or a pen that you're grabbing from somebody else. And in that same vein here, finally, we have our UV Cleaning P4000. This one I really like because this is a power bank. So if you are having anything in person, this is always great because it's able to keep you going, or even if you're at home, this is great. Maybe you don't want to be set up to your charger all day. You need to be a little bit portable. This is going to be great because you get 2 full charges off it. The cool thing is that it does have that same cord I was talking about, where it has the built-in for micro USB, built-in for any kind of Apple products, as well as a USB-C adapter that's in the device itself that you actually just slide right back in there. So this will give you nice 2 full charges, but it also has this UV cleaning light on the back, which I think will be the kicker for any kind of meetings that you might do in person or anything of the sort, because now you have the ability for yourself or to give to somebody else a power bank that keeps you going for the entire day that you're out, as well as anything that you have around you, you have the ability to clean and then make yourself feel a little bit safer as you're going through your meetings and whatnot, just because we know that any kind of situation that you're going to be meeting other people, being in person, is going to have a lot of worry to it overall, and you're going to want to take all of the precautions you can with that. On that is kind of all of the products that I really have today that I wanted to get into. I will add that we are going to be giving both of these UV cleaning products as well as our 2 other ones as part of our door prize. It's a nice kit of those 4 items together, so that it'll be a really sweet thing that you can try them out and see how you might have that same usage going forward. So on that one, back to you, Kevin, for any kind of questions.
Thanks, Vaughn. Those are pretty cool. I love the UV light products. Really cool stuff. Hey, Tracy, what have we got in the chat room?
Hey, Kevin, I have 3 questions specifically for Vaughn. The first one, the pricing on the Bluetooth pods. Do you have a target price on that?
Yes, they are going to be around $30. And that would be around $30 decorated.
Okay. And how about the cell phone stand? What is the item number for the cell phone stand? Sorry.
Those one, we won't use any item numbers. We'll go by the name of the product. It will literally be called QI Stand is going to be the name of the product.
Okay. And do you have a cost on the QI stand and wireless chargers?
The QI stand, I'll start with that one. This one will be about $16 decorated. As you see, we have the full color decoration. Our lower cost one that I showed, this one is going to be about $6. The QI wheat straw, this is going to be the sustainable smaller one. And then we have the bevel, which I just misplaced really quick. Here we go. This bevel, the 10-watt one, which will be the fast charging one, we do these ones at about $9 decorated.
Perfect. That sounds great. So thank you so much, Vaughn. That really is all the questions we have for now. Thanks. And Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Vaughn. And remember, everybody, get those interest forms in, or your email with your opportunity or project you want us to work on with you, so you can be entered in to win one of those door prizes. And that's some pretty cool stuff that Vaughn was sharing with us there. All right. So next up, we have Kim Newell, who's the VP of National Accounts with Gold Bond. She's got over 20 years industry experience, and Gold Bond is well known in the industry for retail inspired, as well as offering lots of printing options from full color to your standard imprint options. So Kim, welcome to Ignite Your Brand Virtual.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Thank you guys for having me. So we'll go through and talk about some products that we've seen work really well during the current climate, whether it's an event that's held virtually or in person. Our hope for sure is that the events next year will be something that we can all get together and be in person. That's how we like to do it, is to be able to share ideas together in front of each other. So one of our best-selling items for this year has been our blue light blocking glasses. So these are great for lots of different events. We're all in front of our computers more. We're always on our cell phones. So this is a great giveaway if you're doing an in-person trade show or if you're having a conference or a meeting. It's something that people will use all the time. And what I find is that when you have a product that is a promo item that you can get in the retail market, like this particular product here with the blue light blocking glasses, it does very well when you give it away as a handout. So if you're having a trade show or if you're having an employee conference or just a meeting with some of your customers, it's a great item to be able to give away because it might be something they would have purchased themselves. So if you see something in retail, you have that opportunity to get it on the promo side. It really makes a great item for you to be able to give away. And with our current climate, with so many of us being virtually, this product has just done extremely well for us. You can get a one-color imprint on each side of the arm of the glasses. They also come in black and clear, so you have different color options there. And you'll see they're very stylish, so I think they are. So they work really well, you know, with any, whether it's male or female, a younger generation, almost that kind of Ray-Ban look to them. So really fun, something that I actually use personally myself on a daily basis after I've been on the laptop and a lot of these virtual meetings all day long too. So another item that's done very well for us too during the current climate is really kind of an oldie but a goodie. So this little guy here is one of my favorites. He's super adorable, and it just shows the graphics that you can do on a product like this. So this is our DMSCC, which is a cleaning cloth. So you have a nice texture on the back that you can clean with, and then you have this really nice feature on the front where you can do full color graphics there. I call it an oldie but a goodie because you've had cleaning cloths around for a long time, but it's one of my favorite promo items, especially with our current climate, because we all use cell phones, we all use laptops, and so we can clean our surfaces with those and keep them clean and make sure we kind of get some of those germs off the things that we're utilizing. So with this one, you also can do personalization as well. So we can put your name on it with your logo, which just kind of creates a different experience around the product. One thing that we've seen with this item that works really well is that it's easy to drop ship. So with so many people and so many meetings and conferences being virtual, you can actually drop ship this product out fairly inexpensively. So it's small, it's compact, it's easy to be able to just put it in a small package and save you a little bit of money on shipping with something that people are going to use all the time. And I think when you have a product like this that is very functional, then it really expands your brand. So when you put your logo on something that somebody's not going to just throw in a drawer and not pick it out and use it, and you've got something that really can expand your brandability when you've got a product that we're all using on a daily basis. So I know I like to keep my stuff clean, and it makes it easy to be able to do that. Another idea for you as well is when you're having like a meeting or a conference, you can put like phone numbers on there that are important. So I work from home and I can never remember the accounting phone number or the HR phone number. So you can actually take and brand and put your logo on this and put those important phone numbers on there, whether it's a meeting conference ID or a phone number that people would use, maybe employees would use all of the time, that they have easy access to. So that's helpful for me, and we've done that with a lot of different programs that we put in place for our customers. And then another great item looking into next year, hopefully we can have some in-person events, but if we can't, this is another product that works really well to expand your brand, where it's something that people use all the time. A lot of us are having to wear like face coverings or masks. So this is actually our cooling neck gaiter. And so it's a facial covering. You can use these whether you're, out at an event. So it makes it easy to be able to pull down and pull up. And it's also great for being able to send out to for different meetings or conferences as a gift or a giveaway for those events that keeps your brand going way past that event. I think it's super important when you're looking at items that you're going to share with your customers or share with your employees is how will your brand go way past that event. And with this item, it's something that you can utilize all the time, especially now with the current climate. I actually utilize these in the gym, and so I can use it as a headband or I can use it as a facial covering as well. And then for that live event that we all hope that we get to have next year, this is something that would be a great way for you to be able to give something that everybody in the event can wear throughout the course of if it's several days or a day or whatever, and then they can utilize it past that event too. And then another thing that we are seeing that works really well, just because so many events are virtual, they're online, and we're doing a lot of shipping for customers to whoever the attendees or participants are going to be, is we're kitting a lot of our items together. So we'll take a vessel like this, which might be as our cooling tote bag. I actually use this as a makeup bag, so it's multifunctional. I've sold them as shaving kits before, as a cooler bag. So you can take this particular item, and actually all the items that we talked about, you can actually kit these together and throw them in here, and we can do that for you. So it's one of the things that we've seen during the current climate to be super expansive as far as what people are asking for and they're looking for is kits. So whether you're having a virtual trade show or a conference, we can put all of those items together for you in one vessel. So it's going to save you a lot of time and labor. Instead of you getting multiple products in and you trying to kit those together, that's something that we can do for you and save you a little bit of money. So versus shipping out all of these items individually, then we can ship them together as a kit, and it saves you on your dim weights when you're shipping. And a lot of times we don't think about that. But that's one of the only ways that I know that you can save on shipping, is kitting your items together and being able to send them out to the different events and letting us do that for you and do the work for you, and you're not having the labor involved in that. So the kits have been something, like I said, that we have seen a huge growth in, a huge expansion in during the current climate. It's great for trade shows and events because you've got multiple items, or let's say you're having an award show. It's something that you can send out prior to the event. You can put a note on there, do not open until the event. And so it's like a little surprise when you're having your virtual conference or meeting or trade show. And then people can open it and it's all kitted together in a nice presentation, whether it's for employees or customers, whoever it might be. So keep that in mind as far as like things that we can do for you that will help you be able to save a little bit of time and money as well, to be able to put those things together in a kit for you, and hopefully something useful that you guys can take forward. So another idea that we have is some of our drinkware. This is our full color Kong, and you'll see the really cool graphics. I can tell you on the camera it does not do those justice. So we can do full color on stainless, and we can do full color on colored bodies as well. So you'll see this is a nice teal here and has a full color graphic. So whether you're having an event that is in person or you're having an event that's going to be virtually, one thing that I've done a lot of is wherever the city's going to be that you're having the event, you actually can put that image right onto this product. So you could send it out pre the event, pre the trade show, pre the conference, just letting them get a look of what they might be able to see, or in a lot of cases this year, what they might not have seen. So it's something where you can say, hey, in the future, this is where we might be going for a conference or an event to kind of build up that excitement for it going forward. And then you also can personalize this item. And I've seen personalization really grow over the last several years. So you can put your name on it. And we all like an experience around the products. We all like to feel a certain way when we get something. So this is a great way for you to be able to create a personal experience with your employee's name on there, or attendees of the event if it's like a meeting or a conference. So you can utilize your full color graphic capabilities that we offer on lots of our different products to be able to really get creative with what you put out to your customer and include your logo. So it almost gives you almost a different look to your brand when you use those full color graphics as well. And then lastly, I want to show you one of our items that is actually our giveaway. So it's kind of big, it's kind of hard to see, but it's a great product, it's a great bag. It's one that I use every day. So if you're having a virtual event next year, or if you're having a trade show in person, you could send this out to your attendees ahead of time so that they can travel with the product. This one's great because it actually has the charging capabilities here on the side. So you can plug your charger in there and charge your phone while you're traveling. It also has some security features on the back here that allows you to be able to put secret pockets where people can't get your wallet or your IDs and things like that. So this will actually be our door prize. Like I said, it's a bag that I use every day, but it's a great trade show, conference item, something that, again, gets your brandability and your brand moving forward and for longer periods of time versus just a one-time use item. And then I'll wrap up with, like, if you're having like a social hour, one of my favorite things, or like an after hours event, is our cool cubes. So you can drop these into like your drink, you freeze them, it keeps them cold, they don't condensate. And I love the packaging that we've already thought out for you. It works for any market, makes it very simple for you to just grab this item, put your logo on there, and use it for your next social event. So hopefully these are some ideas you guys can utilize for your next event, and hopefully they'll be in person for you next year.
Kim, that's awesome. I got a question for you. On the bag that you showed, the door prize, that's like a zippered piece of luggage, right?
It is very much so, can be used as a piece of luggage. I've done that for like short overnight stays, or I utilize it every day for just my carry around my laptop and all my work. It's almost like my mini home office.
Oh, very cool. I like that a lot. And they can do, you can put a logo on that. Is it embroidered? How do you affix the logo to that?
Yeah, so you can do 3 different logo imprints on it. So you can do a full color dome like you see here. You can do laser engrave or full color direct, and you also can do the personalization on this particular product too. So you can have your name right on the product. That's the way, this is my sample bag, and then the one that I use every day has my name on it.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much for that. And thanks for offering that up as a door prize. So Tracy,
Yes.
what do we got in the chat room for Kim?
Hey, Kevin. I actually have a couple of different questions for my friend Kim. Kim,
Okay.
thanks so much. I love the ideas. So let's take a look. So on the backpack, does it have a laptop pocket with it? So is there kind of like a
Yes.
place you can insert it?
Yes, it has a laptop sleeve on the inside of it. In the very back of the backpack, it's very easy to insert it right in there, and it goes all the way up to your larger sizes or your smaller ones, because it has a strap in there for your smaller laptops as well.
Okay, very good. And those cooling cubes, those are so cool, as it were. How many come with the set, and can you actually logo the cube, or is it just the packaging that gets logoed?
Yeah, so there is actually 3 in the set. So I have one of them out here, and then this is the packaging that it comes in. So you would logo each one of the cubes, and then the box just comes standard. So the box is very generic, but it almost has like kind of a whiskey distillery type feel to it, but it works really for any market or industry.
Could you put a different logo on each one of the cubes?
Yes, you can. So there's like optional imprint areas and optional imprint methods that are available for each one of the cubes.
Okay, fantastic. One more cube question, and I know that they're all the rage. Are there any different sizes available, or is that the only size that you carry?
Yeah, so this is the only size that we carry. It's pretty much a kind of a standard size that we would that you would utilize. That works and fits really in any type of like rock glass. The Kong that I showed earlier, I will throw them in the Kong, even though this is a double wall stainless steel that lasts forever when it's hot or cold. I will throw them in there because it takes me all day to drink something. So it just has that extra ability to keep it cool longer.
Fantastic. Bring that Kong back over one more time. It looks like a photo image on there. Is that, can you take a photo and actually interpret that into it, or do you need to have different kind of artwork for that?
Yeah, so any of our full color items that we do, including this particular product, you could take a photo right from your cell phone, email it to your sales rep, and then we could utilize that on any of our full color options that we offer.
Okay, fantastic. And one last question that I've got for you. I think it's one last question. Length of time for kitting. Does that usually take, add to your lead time for kitting and doing a drop ship for us?
Yeah, so it really doesn't add to the lead time on our stock kits that we have in house. Those would be about 5 days for a kit, which is standard production time. If we do something totally custom, so you could actually send in a letter, or you could add a ribbon to a kit or a box, those might take a little bit extra time. It just depends on how long it takes us to get the product that be sent in to us. to kit with the items that we offer. So probably 3 or 4 extra days on that if it was a totally custom kit of products that we didn't offer you guys.
Okay, that sounds fantastic. Kim, thank you so much for all the fantastic ideas. Kevin, that's it for now, and it's back to you.
All right. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Tracy. Appreciate that. And remember, I'm going to say it again, send in your interest form or send an email to your rep that says you have an opportunity or project you want to work with us on, and we'll get you entered into the door prize, and maybe you'll get to win that nice backpack. Awesome. All right. Next up, we have John Lavelle. Now, John is with a company called Alpha Broder Prime, and they are the largest supplier of apparel and hard goods products in the industry. And John's been with them for about 10 years. So, John, welcome to Ignite Your Brand Virtual.
Thank you, Kevin. Thanks for having me.
You
And
bet.
it's exciting to be here with you guys and all your customers for Safeguard and Deluxe. So thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and kind of run through this presentation if I can. If at any time you can't see the presentation or myself, please let me know. But anyway, we're going to start here. Obviously, our theme today is, the virtual trade show, the virtual event, the virtual conference. And so essentially, we're bringing Vegas to you guys, and just want to give you some different ideas on how to do that, how to, either present items for your employees or for prospective customers, and how you do those events virtually. And so, there we go. All right, so hopefully you can see that there. Just kind of a little quick agenda there, talking about the conferences, trade shows, and events in the virtual world. And so we're going to try and get your employees and your prospective customers comfortable. We're going to appreciate them. We're going to hopefully try and keep people safe as we do virtual events, but then also, hopefully in 2021, as we start to do more in-person things and some of the things that can transition into those as well. And then we're going to just talk about, items and processes of how we can get that directly to you or to your customers. So if you look at what's really trending in the industry here, and obviously Alpha Broder and PrimeLine's the largest hard goods and apparel supplier in the industry. And so when you look at these different events that, most people are there in quarantine and they're looking to be cozy, right? They're looking to be comfortable. And when people are cozy and they're comfortable, they're more efficient, they're more effective. And so when you look at some of the top items that we have that we see trending, these are those. And so I'm going to kind of, on these presentations, just kind of work in a clockwise manner from top left and around. And so you kind of see the first item there is the S600. It's a Champion Dry Eco Crew. Champion has been unbelievably successful at retail, and it's really trending into our industry as well. It's a great piece to put prospective customers into, or your employees as they're working from home, so that they can be comfortable. Obviously, on every Zoom call and everything you're doing virtually, having a set of wireless noise canceling headphones is a must. It really helps kind of block out everything that's going on around you, creates a better sound for you. So that LG 9506 that we have 2 Imprint locations on is a great piece for that. Obviously, hopefully everybody's wearing pants today. I'm not, but if everyone else is, if you to be comfortable, you could get into our RW25 and pair it up with that Champion double crew neck with the joggers that Champion has. And again, going with that kind of retail brand, it's going to be a super soft, on trend, comfortable pair of joggers that you're either, again, prospective customers or employees are really going to appreciate. If you move down from that, obviously staying warm as we get into the fall and the winter, having that Micro Mink Sherpa blanket, the OD304 from PrimeLine, that's a great piece to be able to logo, embroider there, give out to prospective customers and employees, keep them warm while they're sitting at their desk. They can have that on their legs. It's something they can use in multiple areas around the home. So that's a great piece that and something you should look at there to have your brand always in the face of whether it's your employee or that customer. You move down to the, everybody everywhere needs a tumbler, right? The BT5763 from Built. It's a retail quality tumbler to be on par with Arctic or Yeti or anything you're going to see. It's going to keep your drink cool all day or warm all day, depending on what you need. And the best thing is it's not going to leave a ring on the table. And so as we work from home, work from our desk, having something there that's consistent, that's a great piece. If you move to, something that's a little more cute and on retail, that Lehman beanie, the LG 303 is a great little piece as we get into the fall and the winter to be able to brand yourself out front every day on someone's head. That's a great deal. Again, going back to that comfort and warmth from as you're quarantining from home, that JA 8451 from J America, the Epic Sherpa. There's, from a on-trend retail perspective, the Sherpa in our industry has been on fire, and it's a great piece to keep people comfortable, to keep them warm. And then, from a men's perspective there, if you want to do something that's cozy, it has a lot of stretch to it. The NE 400, which is our north end snap-up stretch performance pullover, it's a great piece there. And again, you can brand it, you could embroider it. That way you have your brand on your either customer or your employee, so they feel part of that organization and they're getting branded internally. And I think that's important that while you're working from home, your employees see their brand, they're proud of that, and they stay engaged and involved in that. So that's cozy, comfort, and happiness. So we're going to move on from that. And we're going to talk about gratitude and attitude. So when you think about things that you could provide to prospective customers for events, or again, your employees, the retail brands that are out there in the marketplace are something that everybody values, and it's really a way to express gratitude to those that you're looking at and trying to appreciate there. So I'm going to try and play this video here. I'm going to stop it and kind of go through some of the different brands. Obviously, we've got Marmot, which is kind of a mountain brand, a ski brand. You've got Spyder, which is, again, a very ski mountain on-trend retail brand. You've got Puma and Puma Golf, really trending highly at retail. And then you have the stalwart Under Armour. And Under Armour has been an unbelievably successful brand in this marketplace, and we'll continue to bring that to the market. So you kind of do this retail warm up here, and we'll go through a couple of the different pieces. You've got, sorry, lost my video there. There we go. So you've got the retail warm up there. We've got, different areas with these different brands. You can hit different people with different areas. And so you either whether you're looking for corporate cool or corporate classic, performance classic, or a fashion forward, we've got the brands to do that. And you can do that with, each one of these different brands. I'm going to let this pass in here. There we go. So if you're looking for corporate cool, one of the brands that can do that and achieve that is Spyder. So you can see a couple of different styles here. You've got the Spyder's men, that number one there, the Spyder men's puffer vest. There is nothing hotter at retail and in this channel than vest and puffer vests on top of that. I'm a big fan of the vest. I love it for where I'm at. It gives me the ability for multiple different levels of comfort. If it's not too hot or too cold, you can layer that piece. And so it's a really nice piece and a gifting idea for those employees or, again, those prospective customers. You've got the Spyder men's freestyle half zip, the full zip, and the transit jacket. So a couple different options there from Spyder. I'm going to blow through some of these here just because we've got a ton to get through here. But I just want to see kind of what's available out there so you can see what's available from a retail perspective that you could go in and brand yourself and your company with. Again, sticking with Spyder, whether it's a beanie, another vest, a lady's vest there, their transit jacket, the Transport, the Vertex. These are all ways for you to do corporate cool and stay in front of your customers with Spyder. I'm going to move on then. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm passed over there. You know what? I'm going to skip that there. I don't know if I can get back. Here we go. All right. I got back there. I apologize. Let it go through here. It's a little sensitive today. So I'm going to let it get back to the next one.
This is how they know it's live, John.
That's right. This is live. This is absolutely live. So you can see the corporate classic there. The last two brands, and I'm going to go ahead because I know we're pressed for time. You've got Puma and Puma Golf there, and then Under Armour. So no matter what type of style you're looking for, we've got it from a retail perspective with Spyder, Puma, and Puma Golf, along with Under Armour. So whether it's that corporate classic or the performance look, we've got those different styles. This presentation is going to be sent out to everyone so you can look through those different styles that are available, from vest to outerwear to polos. Those are all available within those brands. So the next point that I'm going to talk about within our portfolio is just thinking about safety, whether that's at home, whether that's at, for a virtual event, whether that's for events that we move into in 2021 that are hopefully in person. And these are some great kits that we have developed from a PPE perspective. And if you think about, different organizations, different companies from a great case study here would be a real estate company, somebody that's going out and showing houses. They've got prospective buyers or they've got prospective sellers, and they want to protect those people. These are great kits to put in the hands of those people. If you're going out and seeing different houses per day, you take, for example, the PC902. It's got a little pouch. It's got a face mask that has your brand on it. It's going to have some hand sanitizer in it, and it's going to have a set of gloves. And so it's a great way to protect your customers, to protect your employees. And then they have the ability to utilize these when they're going out and about, like the PC913. So anybody that goes to the grocery store or, they're going shopping or whatever it is for essential items, the PC913 will help them do that, as well as the PC901. The fanny pack is in. It was out. It was not super thought of, and now it's back. The kids are wearing fanny packs. The parents are wearing fanny packs. It's a great thing to have to hold your phone in. And then again, with this kit, it allows you to do a mask, gloves, and hand sanitizer. So great kits that we can put together and keep you safe, whether it's in the house doing a virtual event or once we move to in-person events. The last thing I'll share with you is kind of our mail order made easy. These are all really small items that make it very easy for us to package and to ship to home. So we have multiple decoration facilities throughout the country. So we can do West Coast or East Coast or Midwest. And these items are easily mailed. And, anything from the KU118, which is our nice little silicone coaster. And, it's just easily branded for you or prospective customers in their house all the time. They're putting their coffee down, they're putting their drink down. That's always there and available to them. And the other item would be the LG9433, a great little phone holder. These will stick onto a Padfolio, onto a desk, onto, anything you can imagine you would want to have your phone stuck in, along with your brand on top of that. That's a great piece, the LG9433. And again, these are very thin, easily mailed items. And you can see the flyer there. It has multiple items that are available as pop sockets and bottle openers and things like that we can provide to you and your customers, or you and your employees as you're going out and trying to brand yourselves. And so that's it. So now all we got to do is send in all the questions so we can all win something here. So there's a door prize, and we just ask that you reach out to your Safeguard Deluxe sales reps, and we're going to actually give 2 of these door prizes away. So Under Armour Tech Stripe quarter zip. Whatever your size is, we're going to get it to you, and we're going to ship it right to you so that you're comfortable in a really nice retail brand. And so, Kevin, that's all I got.
All right, John, thank you so much. You got it all covered, right? Cozy comfort, gratitude, appreciation, and safety all wrapped up in one. So good stuff. The fanny pack thing had me laughing because, I'm old enough to remember when they first came out. So I don't know what that says about me. But anyway, thank you so much for your presentation. Some great ideas there. Tracy, are you out there? We got any questions for John in the chat room?
I am out here still, and we do have a couple of questions. And the first thing is, John, can you show that last slide with those safety kits or safety packs? Can you kind of scoot back 2 slides, I believe, maybe? So while you're doing that, I'm going to ask you another couple of questions that came in. Are there digital catalogs available for those specific name brands that you were talking about? So like Spyder, Under Armour, do you have some specific digital catalogs focused on those brands?
We absolutely do. So we can send out digital catalogs for each one of those retail brands that'll show the entire line for each one of those products. So we can do that.
Okay, fantastic. So if customers looking for that, just reach out to your Safeguard or Deluxe rep, and they can get that information out to you. Then I had several questions surrounding the Sherpa blanket. That seems to be a quote, hot item. So the Sherpa blanket, number 1, does it come in different colors?
We have a couple different styles, and yes, it comes in different colors.
Okay, how about the size of the blanket itself? What size is that Sherpa blanket?
It is the comfortable size. If I was being honest,
Okay,
I
so we
couldn't
will
tell
get
you.
the size of it while
We will
we're
get the
talking to our next speaker, and we'll put that out in the Q&A. So that means John's
Absolutely.
going to check that out and find out methods of decoration for that Sherpa blanket. Embroidery.
It's going to be embroidery.
Embroidery only on the Sherpa.
Yes.
And do you have an approximate cost with decoration on the blanket including decoration?
Sure, it's going to be around 25.
Around $25. Okay,
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm looking, Kevin. That's all the questions I've got for John. Man, I hoped I could make it a little harder, but that's all we've got.
All right.
Thanks. Back to you.
All right, cool. Don't forget, send in your interest form, send in an email with a project or opportunity you want to work with us on to your Safeguarded Deluxe rep, and we will get you entered in to win that prize that John just offered up. So thank you so much. Thank you, John. All right, next up is a real friend of Safeguarded Deluxe. Her name is Sharon Schiffelhuber, and she has done a lot of these events with us, so we appreciate having her here. She's been in this industry 37 years, so you know she's got some good ideas stored up there in her brain to talk to us about. And the one thing she says that's amazing about being in the industry for 37 years is that her goal is still the same, helping people find just the right item to make them and their brand shine. So we are so happy to have you here, Sharon. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Listen, I started when I was 12. So just, calculate that, don't think I started, Well, I'm so glad to be here. And I'd like to echo what the rest of the presenters said. You don't know if it's going to be in person. It might be a combo. Maybe your national sales meeting will be virtual, but your convention or you're going to a trade show will be in person. So I have so many different things, so we're going to jump right in. Look, when you go to a trade show, you need your table cover. And since we haven't used table covers quite often, you're going to need one. So remember, table covers, full color die set. Make believe this is 6 foot 4-sided bestseller in that type. And make use of the entire area. Name badges. You see I have one on. I know I'm out of my home, but just in case my husband forgets my name, we sell all different types of name badges. And I see Kevin laughing at me. Notice I have my entire name. You can always do a magnetic back. We have all different styles. We do event badges where we can put your schedule on it. So again, if it's going to be in person, you're going to need a table cover and you're going to need a name badge. Now, what would be a great thing to send out ahead of an in-person event is one of our event kits. So we have two. This one is our basic event kit, and this is neoprene. You get the entire zippered bag with an imprint on it. So step and repeat, photograph. You need help with the design? Don't worry, we can help you. And in here is going to be a mask. So there you go. You're going to have your mask, and it's all going to match. We love matchy-matchy. So it's going to match. We'll put that on. Oh, I won't put that on because you won't be able to hear me well. Then we're going to include a coolie, and you always need a coolie because someone needs a drink. Don't get that one, not a beer. We're talking pop or soda, depending on where you are in the United States. And then in here we have some wipes, some antiseptic wipes. So that'll be all together. Everything will match, and you can individually drop ship these. Now, want something a little, now this is going to be around like the $7 range in about 100-piece minimum. Now, if you want something a little fancier, this is the box. It'll be in this box here. And this you get our double wall drinkware, and you see a nice imprint there. And you get a matching mask. This one's a little bit different, a little stretchier. And of course, like I said, a can cooler. These all go in the box, $15. This one is only a 48-piece minimum, just a great piece. So those are things you could do in advance of an actual trade show you're exhibiting or attending at. Now, I love save the dates, and that's something you can think about. And my favorite thing to do for a save the date is a coaster, but not just any coaster. This is a slice of wood. That's right. I don't know if you could see it there, but it's laser etched. Go Bulldogs if we're in, let's see, Georgia. And you get your imprint there. Now, you could put anything you like on there. You could put the date. We could laser engrave. Now, if you didn't want the wood part, we could make it smooth. And did you know that wood is 99% antimicrobial? So I bet you didn't know that. So remember that. This is a great piece and 100 piece minimum, but you could do different imprints on each. So if you wanted to put variable data and you want to put, hey, Tracy, don't forget November 12th, 2021, be there or be square or be round, depending on what you kind of one you pick. You can do that and it's all included in the price. So we have so many different types, and because this is real wood, we could stain it. So you can't match a PMS, but you could come close. We have like 20, 30, 40 different stains. Now these are going to be, you know, in the $4.50 range each, depending on your quantity, but you could put these in an individual envelope and we could drop ship them. So that's my save the date. But before I go on to the next thing, any wood product that you purchase from BCG, we plant a tree. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but it's called One Tree Planted. It's an organization that plants trees in devastated areas all over the United States, all over the world. We have planted trees in Australia. We've got those set ready to go for the fires. And you know, we'll do it on the West Coast too for the fires in California. So this is a great, and this is no cost to you. This is coming from us because you know what, you use this much of a tree to do these, but you're planting a whole tree. So just remember that that's one tree planted. So those are kind of your in-person. Now don't forget, if you're exhibiting at a trade show, you gotta have a giveaway. What better giveaway than one of promotional products, #1 items, a pen. Now if I drop these, don't laugh. These are our best seller. This is our Javelina. And what makes this one great is this is antimicrobial. Now, we didn't put a coating on it. Coatings are good, but we put an additive. And in that additive, it's called Sanitize with a Z. So it's mixed with the plastic. So the antimicrobial properties will be with the pen forever. So we have it in our standard size, and you see some cool, you could do a full color imprint, one color imprint, and with a one color imprint, you're looking at pens that are under 65 cents. All right, you want to upscale it a bit because, you know, we always like to upscale a little bit. Now let's see if I'll drop this one. This one is our Javelina Pure Stylus because, listen, it's a BYOP world, bring your own pen. So you want to make sure you have it with you, and you want to make sure it has a stylus. So that's another one. Again, antimicrobial with the Sanitize mixed in. And you know, they use Sanitize for sneakers and things like that to keep them fresh. Now, last thing for in-person would be our hand sanitizer. Now, our hand sanitizer is US made, okay? And we have, of course, unscented. I just used the cucumber melon. We have eucalyptus, we have lemon, and you know what? If you need a holiday one, right now we have pumpkin spice. Now, what makes ours a little different is it is US made and FDA certified. It actually exceeds the FDA regulations. We have them in 1 ounce size, which is our most popular, but we also have them going all the way up to an 8 and 12 inch size. So keep that in mind. That's always something good to give out anytime during the year. All right. So now let's think of virtual events. So maybe you're having your sales incentive and you want to give something nice. Oh, I can't hear you because these are noise canceling headphones from Org-Audio. Now you'll see you get a double imprint. Okay. What I like to do is, now remember, two-sided. So why not put your step and repeat here and put something special to the recipient? No setup charges. You could put, maybe it's their football number 31, or maybe it's just a monogram. Maybe it's a picture of their dog, who knows? But this all comes in such amazing packaging. And you could do 1 piece minimum, which means you could personalize them individually for each of the winners, or for a sales incentive, or even for a service award. So think about that. We have a lot of different items there. Now, John was talking about not wearing pants, which was kind of scary, but here we have something called the Private Eye and the private eye, private ear combo. So basically this piece here will go over your camera on your laptop, over your webcam, and there's a small one for your phone as well. Now, this one is the one I like, and I hope you can see this, but this is the private eye and ear, which means you will take the private ear and you'll put it into your microphone adapter part there. That's not the official word, but it basically blocks the noises, and you can get a nice full color digital on it. Comes in this little pack. This is a great piece for a virtual event. Now we want to get to our kits. So maybe on a monthly or quarterly basis, you have a lunch and learn, but now you have to have it virtually. Well, we have a company called Batch and Bodega, and you can send this lovely craft, 50% recycled craft paper, which is insulated, and your logo goes here, and then inside here is a Jarby spatula. It's gonna look like this. Your logo will be on that. And then there is the biggest Rice Krispie treat you have ever seen. We use small, they're from Savannah. We use small batch makers all across the United States. So we're supporting, one, US made, two, we're supporting small businesses. We have them in Georgia, in South Carolina, in New York, in Arizona. We have some granola bites, and all of this is in here, and we have jelly and peanut butter. And then we can individually drop ship these, but you know what else we do? We put a card in there. So you get approximately 140 characters to say, "Dear Kevin, sorry we can't do this lunch and learn in person, but let's have a PPJ while we meet." So that is all inclusive in a price. Now we have them in a lot of different price points, a lot of different styles. We have a speakeasy kit, we have a road trip, and each one includes your brand on the pack. A road trip, your logo would go here, and in here are snacks, and of course a dip trip. Dip trip goes into the vents of your car, so you could dip and trip at the same time, but don't dip and drive. So Chick-fil-A sauces in there, ketchup, whatever you like. All of this is branded. Again, you get the card. So those are just some ideas. And for our door prize, because I'm sure you must have one or two questions for me, we're going to do a Hello There kit. So the Hello There kit is going to have your brand, full color on the top there. And then you have a full color imprint on an awesome journal. And then, yes, snacks. Poppy popcorn, we have some Giddy Up nuts, and of course, my favorite, that awesome big Rice Krispie. It's so good. It's just delicious. So that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for having me, and thanks Safeguard. I love you guys.
Well, we love you, Sharon. You're just delightful to have on. So thank you so much. I'm sure we're going to have some questions for you, Tracy, aren't we?
You know, I honestly have just a couple of questions for Sharon. But Sharon, talk to me about your Batch and Bodega. You do the drop ship directly to, like if we were having a virtual event, you could drop ship that to each one of the attendees in advance, correct?
Correct. Unlimited amount. So it could be 500, it could be 2, it could be 1,000, it could be 5. And
Okay.
It's a 3-day production time up to, for catalog minimums. So that would be up to like 199 kits. After that, it would be usually a 5-day turnaround. And each one comes with the note. Each one is branded on the box. And any of the other, swag inside the box, like that spatula, would have the logo on it.
Okay, so you have a short-term impression, which is the food or the tasty product, and then the long-term impression that you're leaving behind is the spatula or something somebody's going to use every day.
Right.
Gotcha.
So it's a new,
I would love that.
It's a new gifting experience. It's a new food experience because, you know, food is the international language. Everybody loves it. But once it's gone, you need something. So for us, it's the boxes. Some of the boxes are more special, so they're keepsake boxes, like the Speakeasy. where it has a magnetic closure.
Wow.
This one has ice cubes in it, infused ice cubes. They look like K-cups. It has a flask. It has Grey Ghost bourbon chocolate cookies. So each one is a different experience, and that's what we're trying to do with food. It's great to get a bag of pretzels with a white label on it, but isn't it more exciting to get Giddy Yap nuts from Texas? And again, supporting those, you won't find any of these snacks retail. They sell on Etsy. Some of them used to sell on Etsy, but most of them, like Martin's Pretzels, has been in business. This is the third generation from upstate New York. Hand-rolled pretzels.
Love it, love it. And you're making me hungry. It's right about lunchtime now, so I am starving. We did get a comment in from the audience that they love the road trip and snack boxes. So Sharon, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for
send in. We'll get you. Could be entered to win one of these lovely snacks.
Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so yes, people, please get into the drawing. Send information over to your sales rep, and they can get that information over to you. Kevin, it's back to you.
Thanks, Tracy, and thanks for reminding everybody about the door prizes. We do appreciate you all. We are right at the top of the hour, and I think it's been a fantastic hour. It just flies by. It's amazing to me. So, couple of reminders: get your interest form in, send an email about an opportunity you want to work with us on, and that'll get you entered into the 4 door prizes that you saw out there today. I want to thank everybody for attending today, especially our presenters and all of the attendees out there. And Tracy, as usual, did a great job. And our producer in the background, Jerry, that nobody can see or hear, he's been keeping this going for us all day as well. So thank you for that. And last but not least, I want to remind everybody that we have one more Ignite Your Brand virtual event for next Friday, same time, noon Eastern time. And the topic for that event is going to be a little bit different than what we have done so far, because this one is going to be about integrated marketing services. And we're going to share with you through our distributors 5 case studies of how we have worked with other customers to kind of present to them and work with them in a multitude of different areas of marketing. So you're going to get some fantastic ideas on these case studies. We hope that you'll join us. It's next week, same time, same channel. And thanks for being with us today. We'll see you next week. Bye all.